start catching hold of ears and driving, catch shapes, and then we start shifting and connecting. Okay, you to me. So right from the beginning we learn to nullify, because in the reality we need to smash. Okay, so we come away from passive defense.
Ci togliamo dal passivo, andiamo.
Okay, then we start looking at one, start shifting and moving people. So now we start to use all of our body and our body mechanics.
E adesso iniziamo a usare tutto il corpo meccanico.
So one, and head and enter. Okay, and again. 1, 2, head, and then we start connecting, shifting the leg, and start moving around and moving. Okay? So, what we'll do now is we'll go to haymaker as well. Okay? So now we're going to look at a hand coming, so the first hand, and then a haymaker. So the most common attack in the real world, the most common attack in a fight is... boom!
Questo è il più comune attacco nella strada.
So instantly.
Good. That's a demonstration that happens for real. This is what happens for real. This is what we do. È una dimostrazione di quello che succede davvero.
Okay, now we start looking at a hand comes, and we're still playing with this basic work of a high cover and a parry. One, and maybe that comes now, and we start entering this. The work is still similar and basic. But now, just slow with the haymaker, now we start looking at this dynamic with the body, watch. So this comes in, and I open the chin. So I wobble and open the chin for the next beat. Can you say this?
Sì.
Okay, so, yeah. 1, 2, what? Boom, boom.
Usando lo shift con il corpo.
1, 2.
Sì.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Now again I start to get my vision.
Vedo la mia visione se c'è qualcuno dietro che sta arrivando.
Get my vision. If he starts to drive now and
Lui
come
inizia
out.
a fare questo per prendermi.
He starts to drive now and come out.
Se vuole venire fuori io cambio.
And shift and change dynamics. I've grabbed 18 stone rugby players before, and they don't go easy.
Hanno provato in 18 a prendermi e non è facile con questo cambio buttarmi giù.
Okay, so also then we look at 1, 2, 3. We start changing angles again. Dropping, start controlling, shifting,
Da qui
playing,
possiamo controllare il cielo.
and always catching the 360. See?
Sempre a 360.
Okay. Still bleeding? He's okay. He's good.
We're used to this.
Yeah, this is how it should be. So next stage, what we're going to do now. So this is very one-dimensional. We train like this to get the reference.
Ok, è un dimensionale, chiamiamo così per prendere la referenza.
But very quickly for the students, so street education, we have to move and shift and start playing different mechanics and angles.
Per strada dobbiamo cambiare
Start moving and
tutto.
hitting and playing. So we come away from this two-dimensional
Così
sport.
ci togliamo da questo sport dimensionale a 1 a 1.
And now we start changing and shifting.
Iniziamo a cambiare.
So what we'll look at now is a classic where people do this.
Questo è un classico che tutti fanno.
Either this or
Io faccio così, così.
the second one we can't do much about.
La seconda non può fare niente.
The first one we can.
Prima sì.
So we look now at a push or people start grabbing and trying to hit. So right from the beginning we teach a really simple answer where people start putting hands on us and we can start shifting them again, start entering into the next control. Boom! Let them go again. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, who would like to see Izzy beat Andy up? Hey! Izzy, come on out! Izzy is now going to show you two options when someone starts putting a hand on
Ok, qui si fanno vedere due options, fanno uno
Izzy?
attaccare con una mano. tecnica ma anche divertente.
And none of us mess with Izzy.
E nessuno di noi vuole niente a che fare con lei.
She's a trained lawyer too, right?
Ha proprio adesso lei. Cioè non solo.
Okay, so continuing on now from this sort of
Ok,
thing.
da questo continuiamo avanti.
Because people think they understand self-defense until there's an 18-stone monster going.
Tutti sanno che cos'è, capiscono che cos'è difesa personale fino a che ti arriva un colosso che ti fa questo.
I'm not 18 stone.
Io non sono un colosso.
Okay, so do the reverse. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I grab and hit.
Very good technique.
Okay, next version. So now, one, yeah, cool. Okay. And again, so I grab, want to enter in. One, push. So we don't always look at control and drop.
Non guardiamo sempre il controllo e buttare per terra,
Because if he has a buddy or two, is he?
perché se c'ha un'altra persona, un amico o due che arrivano
And I'm
e
controlling
io sto
here.
qui,
Boom. So, not always feasible and reliable that we take them to the ground and try and control. This doesn't always work, and many times a bad idea.
funziona, ma in molti di casi o di più è una brutta idea fare.
Which is why we did the second option again.
Ecco
So, like
perché abbiamo la
so.
seconda option,
So you're gonna catch the side. Here now, instead of taking me to the
invece di
floor,
portarli giù,
he can shift me, get his awareness again, and
puoi
start
controllare la
playing.
situazione e continuare a stare a letto.
See? Okay. More from there. Watch. So now we start looking at different variables. How we
Perché adesso
enter in
guardiamo
different ways.
a diverse variabili.
So with the hand on,
La mano su,
so we just work basic, simple work again, start to control. So instantly, I go off, like whoa, I want to see what's going on.
voglio vedere quello che succede. Sì.
In my experience, as soon as someone comes
La
and
mia
puts their hand
esperienza,
on
come
me,
uno mette la mano su,
either them or their friend,
o lui o l'amico,
yeah.
sicuramente vuole dare un pugno.
So I only get instant awareness on the ship and see what's going on. Why is he putting his hand on me?
Perché mi sta toccando?
Hit, take, shift him, put him down and disappear. Okay, one more. So, 1, 2, punch like, boom, hit him here. So this is a shot. So we start looking at hand to hit. Also rest of arm. So who's ever thrown a punch and missed? Can you ask this?
Quanti di voi ha trovato un pugno e non ha colpito dove doveva?
Put your hand up. See? They're an honest bunch.
Se siete onesti.
So, many hits miss. 1, 2, I might get boom. So we start using the arm now to connect and
Si ha
shift.
il braccio, perché giustamente il pugno è capace che non arriva.
If he has structure in his body,
Se ha struttura nelle gambe,
if he
nel
has
corpo,
structure, he can fight.
può combattere.
If he doesn't have structure, of course he can't fight. So my job is to hurt him and move him, but not a destructuring priority.
Il mio lavoro è di
Destructure their body as a priority.
che la mia priorità è lavorare sul corpo a togliere il movimento del corpo.
See, in self-defense, people think, finish.
In difesa personale tutti credono che cerchi di finire questo, lo finisci.
In my experience,
Nella mia esperienza
very often no finish.
non si finisce la persona.
Doesn't finish.
No.
So I've had this experience working as a security.
Come in sicurezza sono le scarpe di ferro, la punta,
Everything. Best kick I've ever thrown.
è il migliore calcio che ha mai dato.
Nothing.
Niente. Ovviamente ha menato uno con le punte del ferro, niente.
I've also, a good boxer friend of mine,
Ecco, un amico mio,
boom, perfect shot, perfect
gli
cross.
ho dato un bel cross che fa box, niente, non è cascato.
And this is what happened to the guy.
E questo è che è successo alla persona.
See? So we understand with street education that most of what we do, we'll probably get a good 60, 70, 80% of it not quite right in the moment, because the reality is it's fast and it's ferocious.
La
So
verità è
it very
che
rarely goes how you want it to.
nel momento tutto succede rapido.
And I never rest on my laurels. I never believe that one thing's going to finish the fight.
E non
I must
crede
keep
che
going.
una cosa, due finisce per finirà il combattimento.
See? Okay. Then we change the angle. Watch. So I
Andiamo
start
alla
opening
dura.
my middle. So he puts a hand on me, I want to go central.
Andiamo